A hate crime hoax is a loathsome thing. And that's what TV actor Jussie Smollet did. He lied about being beaten on the street, doused with bleach, having a noose put around his neck. He said that masked attackers, who he, quote, assumed were white, yelled racist and homophobic slurs and, quote, "This is MAGA country." It was all a lie. And an annoyed and exhausted jury eventually hung 5 of the 6 charges on him. Smollett seemed to believe that being a victim would elevate his stature, which says a lot about what we honor in society today. Almost as sick is that throughout his trial, Smollett continued to insist that he was telling the truth, as if repetition of the lie would somehow erase the overwhelming evidence and even the confessions of his accomplices. Of course, hate crime hoaxes do real harm. They're used to discredit actual incidents that often get less attention than this celebrity scam. After all, the FBI reports that hate crimes have been on the rise, hitting a 12-year high in 2020. So it's no surprise that many people took Smollett at his word. Attempting a hate crime hoax this brazen seemed unthinkable. So friends and fellow celebrities, many Democratic politicians put out statements of support, including Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and AOC, who, absent any evidence, seemed to immediately assume Smollett was telling the truth. Now, right-wing talk TV has made much of this, ignoring the fact that even then President Donald Trump offered sympathetic words in the wake of the alleged attack. But as the days went by, there was increased skepticism as well. Chicago Sun-Times columnist Mary Mitchell wrote, "The incident sounds so bizarre, it's easy to doubt that it happened." And when the Cook County Prosecutor's Office tried to make it all go away, Chicago's Democratic mayor at the time, Rahm Emanuel, called it a whitewash of justice, while the police chief released more and more information. Ultimately, the trial went forward. The truth came out. But as CNN's Oliver Darcy points out, right-wing talking heads are still trying to use the verdict to put the media on trial, saying it was complicit in amplifying the hoax. That's a self-serving charge. But let's try to cut through all the situational ethics and apply the same standard across the partisan divide. Jussie Smollett's repetition of a lie did not make it true. He apparently thought that by playing the victim, regardless of evidence, he could benefit from all the attention. It's a strategy he might as well have learned from Donald Trump. When caught in a lie, double down, lie more, play the victim, ignore the facts, make excuses, demonize the other side, and hope that the confusion muddies the waters enough to fool your supporters and avoid accountability. It didn't work in Jussie Smollett's case. The trial brought the truth to light. But he's an actor. Donald Trump was president of the United States. He should not be held to a lower standard. And yet he has so far totally avoided legal accountability for his hoax, defrauding the American people by continuing to lie about a free and fair election he lost, trying to intimidate election officials and interfere in election results, both crimes, by the way, inciting insurrection and sowing distrust in our democracy in the process. And of course, despite all the evidence, Donald Trump's big lie continues to be amplified by right-wing media. In that sense, Donald Trump is the Jussie Smollett of American politics. We break this fever when we follow the facts without fear or favor, remembering that all lies stop where accountability starts. And that's your reality check.